Hi all, hope you are all having a good time and just wishing you lot a wonderful Christmas. In this video, I will be going over ways to stand out on Amazon in 2022. So we know that more and more people are getting into KDP. So rather than complaining about it, I'm going to be going over some strategies to get you book sales in 2022. So check out this video. So this year is slowly drawing to an end, and I hope you are looking forward to 2022 as an even better year. I always like to plan ahead and find inspirational things for the next year, and I came across this interesting quote that I would base this video on my strategies for 2022. And that quote is, "You either have to be first, best, or different," by Loretta Lynn. And it really got me considering my thought process when creating books on Amazon. I think it is a really good mindset to have, as we should be thinking, can my book or books be first created in that niche? Can my books be the best, or are they any different from what's out there? So let's break this down a little more. Okay, taking a look at being first. So the importance of this is that you gain first mover's advantage, which puts you way out ahead in front of your competition. And because of this, you have nobody to compete with. So your brand is more likely going to be instantly recognized. People are instantly going to be able to tell you which books are yours. And because of this, you can gain a huge share of the market because you have nobody to compete with. Now, there are quite a few ways to do this, which I'm going to go into in another video, but the easiest way to do this I'm going to focus on in this video is cross-niching. So this allows you to cross two or more topics / niches together, and this allows you to also target a wider audience. So rather than coming up with a whole new complete idea, sometimes it can be a lot easier to maybe join two or more niches together and create a whole new niche in order to establish that first mover's advantage. So I'm just going to show you an example. And as I was scrolling through books for the keyword animal coloring book, this book really shot out at me, and it's a great example of what I'm talking about, of combining a few different types of topics. So here we can see a swearing, pooping, farting, animals coloring book for adults. So this person has been able to combine 3 to 4 topics in order to create a whole new type of book. So we can see that its publication date was July the 30th, 2021. So only roughly around 5-6 months ago. And it currently has a BSR of 53,865. So it is selling quite well. And just to show you that there's no other books on the market like this, I'm just going to copy and paste the title into the Amazon search bar and show you what other books come up. So we can see other books such as farting animal books. Then you've got People of Walmart, you've got Cat Butt, you've got Magic Farts. Why people buy these books, I'll never know, but you can see that it's the only type of book, so it has definitely established that first mover's advantage. Now, I do have to mention that this strategy is a bit more risky because you are bringing something new to the market and there are no guarantees. And it can also be quite challenging for beginners to know the right kind of keywords and niches to kind of cross niche. So just make sure you really do your keyword and niche research to give yourself the best chance. And I will link recent videos on my keyword and niche strategies for you. The next way we're going to take a look at to stand out is to be the best. And the benefits of this is that your books more than likely are the standard that everyone looks up to, and people will know and recognize your brand very easily. And because of this, you're quite likely to have good customer loyalty. So a good set of fans that are always interested in your books and they will always buy them. And a great example of this is Sally Berry coloring books. And as you can see from the descriptions, they are one of the best-selling coloring book publishers on Amazon. And just taking a look at some of their front covers, you can see how high quality and outstanding the covers really are. Scrolling through some of the books, you can see the huge amount of reviews that quite a few of them have, even some of them being bestsellers in their category. I'm also seeing consistent themes whenever I look at one of their inspirational quote books. You can see that large font, large vibrant colors with the Sally Berry brand at the top of each book. Just going back to the top, we can see that they have a website also, and this makes them look even more professional. So just copying and pasting their website into the link. You can also see that they've got an Etsy shop as well to further expand their sales. They want you to download 10 coloring pages for free. Through that, they're probably building up an email list as well, so they're able to build up their own organic list and traffic instead of just relying on Amazon. They've also got a Facebook page, which we can take a look at. And from scrolling through their Facebook page, you can see that they're probably posting maybe bi-weekly, weekly. So I just wanted to show this as an example of actually what it takes to really kind of dominate the market and show you what one of the best publishers is currently doing on Amazon. And I'm not saying that you have to do all of these things, but it is important to recognize that you shouldn't just rely on Amazon for your traffic, but also try to build up some kind of email list or kind of get some external traffic onto your books. But from all these reasons, we can see why Sally Berry is doing really well with her coloring books. So some of the things that we want to think about if we are wanting to be the best in the market is primarily the cost to create high quality books and to also maintain market dominance. Because once you are the best, you're going to have a lot of competitors. So you're going to need to think about, running ads, various ways to generate traffic to your books in order to maintain that market dominance. And also it will take time to build up this audience as well. One of the reasons that I chose Sally Berry is actually because from what I could tell on Amazon, they only really started creating these coloring books from 2020. And the earliest book that I could find on Amazon was from March 21st. So it isn't like they've been on Amazon for 5 to 10 years, but it does show you what's capable within 18 to 20 months of real focused and hard work. Just make sure that you take a look through their brand and try to implement some of their strategies. The final way to make your books stand out is to be different, as this will allow your books to be noticed. You can also gain second movers advantage. So this is just capitalizing on the first movers' mistakes, studying them, maybe reading reviews and creating a better book, or even targeting a specific audience that the other books have not been able to. So a few examples of this is to maybe create more pages in your book. So say if you've got a coloring book and all the other books are maybe doing 50 or 60 pages, maybe you come up with 100 coloring pages. Another way is to create a different colored cover or even font. So you might notice all the covers in a certain niche. People do it in a red floral design. Maybe for your book, you can come out with blue floral designs, orange floral designs, yellow, with an interesting font just to make your book stand out. You might also want to think about a different size of book. Let's say most people are creating a book in 6x9, then you can think about maybe doing your book, if it suits that specific niche, in 8.5x11, or maybe even a pocket size book instead. You can also think about creating a whole different type of book. So let's say everyone's trying to create a animal activity book, then maybe you can think about just doing an animal maze book or word search or crossword. So that's just a few things to think about. And then also just make sure that, as I mentioned, that you are reading reviews, good ones, so you are learning from what the book does well, and also bad ones so that you are able to make changes and create an even better book than what is currently out there. So the challenges with this strategy is that you're probably not likely to earn as much as the other two, just because you're not really bringing anything fresh, new to the market, and people don't really know you and your books. So that trust is not always there, and they may prefer to buy a book from a trusted brand. So probably if you are going with this strategy, you will need a higher volume of books, and there's nothing wrong with this. But because you are competing with a lot of other similar books, there are a lot of variables. So just a way to cover your bases is to create a higher volume of books in various niches, just so that you're not relying on maybe 1 to 2 books, but that you are spread quite wide and you hopefully get sales from the wide ranges of niches that you are in. So thanks for taking the time to watch another video. I hope all the information I provided you with has been quite informative. I do like to look at both sides rather than just telling you, try this strategy, as there are cons and risks to everything. But if you do have any questions, just put them in the comments below, and wishing you a Merry Christmas.